Fellow Frisco Democrats, thank you all for showing up tonight. I'm really glad to see so many new faces. I see a lot of new faces. Raise your hands. Who's here for the first time? Wow, look at that. Well, thank you very much for showing up. I'm glad to see the turnout. Our club is growing very much. I think we've been having a record number of people showing up at our club in the past couple of months. Ever since Donald Trump had his inauguration, we're seeing the top turnout in our club history. So, for those of you who are here for the first time, if you look on your table, you will see a QR code. A QR code is also on the pegs that you see in the center of your tables. It would really mean the world to us if you were to become a member. Becoming a member is really easy. We're not asking for a ton of money. We're just asking for your help in funding our PAC. We are a PAC, and what that means is every general election, we collect money from our membership, and we give that to the Democratic candidates who are running in this area. So it would really mean the world to us if you would scan that QR code and become a member. Now, aside from that, I did also want to remind everyone that elections are coming up. It's really important to know about this because a lot of people don't even know elections are even happening. But we have municipal elections coming up. That means we have elections for city council and we have elections for our school boards, our ISDs. The last chance to register is April 3rd. So make sure you're registered to vote. It's really important. You can't vote if you're not registered. You have to register to vote, and your last chance is April 3rd.
And we can help you with that.
Yes, that's right. So we also have a few people in this room who can register you to vote. So if you're not registered to vote right now, or you're not sure if you are, raise your hands. Who are our people? These are the people who can get you registered to vote. So come up to them, and they can give you more information about that. So again, April 3rd is the last day, or the last chance to register to vote for this upcoming municipal election. And early voting starts April 22nd. The last chance to vote for voting day is May 3rd. Now, when you go into these voting booths, these are what's considered to be, quote unquote, a non-partisan election. Now, what that means is when you walk into the voting booth, you're not going to know who's a Democrat and who's a Republican, because these are non-partisan. And that's why it's so important for our candidates to really try to do voter outreach. Here, we're going to give some candidates some time to speak. We're going to give them the microphone. Some of you candidates I talked to already, I do take one thing back. I am going to have to say that I will ask the candidates to try to keep your speech under 3 minutes. I know I previously said differently, but I didn't expect this many candidates to show up. So please keep it under 3 minutes if you can. It's a good problem to have. Good problem to have, right? So aside from that, we as a club also have a stack of papers on cardstock paper that you see. There's also a QR code on that as well. And if you scan that QR code, first of all, my good friend in Virginia found quite a few things that I missed and a few things that I should have put on there. So the online version is a little bit more updated. But if you scan that QR code, that will give you a list of all the candidates who will be on the ballot, and they're also the contact information and their websites. Now, with that said, I do want to give our candidates an opportunity to introduce themselves. If you're a candidate running for office, raise your hand. All right, there we go. So, first, I'm going to pass this off to someone running for Congress. His name is Ernest Weinberger, and he's running for Congressional District 26.
Well, hi, thank you all very much. So, many of you know that I was your Democratic nominee for the United States House of Representatives for Congressional District 26, and that's just next door. Some people in this audience could have voted for me, but it's Denton County, Cook County, and Wise County. And my name is Ernest Weinberger. I'm a retired naval officer, and I've been working at Texas Instruments for the last 29 years. Got one more to go. But we are having some events that are coming up. I'm hosting some town halls, or going to town halls that other people are hosting. But the first event that I know of for sure is April 5th in Flower Mound, Parker Square, and it's called Hands Off. And it's a protest where we say, hands off our, you name it, our government, our Social Security, our government workers, our Medicare, our Medicaid, all the things that are being taken for granted, taken down, reduced by the current administration. And so that's this not this Saturday, a week from Saturday, April 5th, in Parker Square. We already have 300 people signed up to come. We're going to have signs and all kinds of fun, and hopefully it'll be nice and peaceful and loud, and we'll be able to demonstrate that there are people that are not happy with what's going on. I have already filed my paperwork with the FEC that I am running again for 2026. I came in second in 2024 after a late start, and a lot of people were behind me, and we had a lot of good momentum. So we just want to carry that forward and see how much further we can do. My opponent is, I say that he and I are actually working together. He's pushing people away, and I'm pulling him in. Because my main little statement today is we want to put people's needs ahead of the wealthy greed or the party politics, both of those. So I'll be getting close to 3 minutes, and I don't want to talk too long, but my election, you can't vote for me until March for the primary, and then next November for the general election. But we're hoping we can do a lot better and help ease up all the stress that we're feeling at this point. So thank you all for being here. I got to talk to some people who are new to this club and coming out, and I'm just excited with the new life that I see. I mean, this Frisco club's always been good, but look at where we are in this time of year. The size of the crowd is pretty good, and a lot of good new people that are motivated. So congratulations, and I'm proud of you all for coming out. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And again, he is running for office, and it will be during the midterm elections. So, and as he mentioned, when you can vote for it. But aside from someone running for Congress, we also have more local elections as well. So I believe we have city council members and also school board. And I will ask the next candidate to come on up and introduce yourself. Tell us your name, tell us what you're running for, and tell us about yourself and your campaign.
Okay, I was here 2 months ago, and I never run for anything before in my entire life.
Okay, it might be better if you're on the stage because it doesn't want to feedback.
So anyway, I was here 2 months ago, I believe, maybe it wasn't that. And I've never run for anything before, but now I am. My name's Jerry Spencer. In my previous life, I was an urban planner, so I know a little bit about how cities are formed and how they develop and that sort of thing. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about 2 issues. I wanted to talk about an issue that nobody seems to be interested in, and then talk about another issue that a lot of people seem to be interested in. How many people are Frisco voters? About half of the room. So, is anybody interested in the proposal to raise the salaries of the council members and mayor? Is anyone interested in that issue? The salary now for council members, I believe, is 700, 750 per month. That the proposal is to raise that to $1,200 per month. For the mayor currently gets $1,200 a month, and the proposal is to go to $1,500. So, anyway, my position on that is I've decided to abstain from that vote and just let you guys decide what the salary should be. So, like I said, nobody seems to be interested in that. The other issue is the Arts Center. Anyone interested in that issue? A few people.
But I need to know that you never voted for Harris. Or I need to know you never voted for Harris.
Oh, it's you.
Yes. Yes.
So what's your point?
I know, I want to know why you didn't vote for Harris. Is it because he was a woman, or it's because he was black? Because he's really qualified to do that job.
Are you calling me a bigot? Is that what you're
This is not what we're here for.
No, no.
Yes. Well, tell you what, guys, I would like to give the
No, he's
camera.
calling me a bigot, which I resent. I strongly resent that.
I think.
You are a rude person.
And you are a bigot. Okay,
I-
guys, I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put the candidates in,
Yeah.
and then
Get out, get out,
have a conversation. We can-
get out. But you are goodbye. You're the bigot.
Okay, guys, stop it. We got ladies in the room. Stop it, both of you.
It's not gonna be with Kelly.
Okay, so back to the art center. I'm in favor of an art center. I'm just not in favor of the way this one is being done. Okay? I would like to see a regional art center where the cities of Frisco, where the cities of Frisco, Allen, Plano, McKinney, and Denton join forces for a really nice regional art center. I'm opposed to the current form of this art center because they're taking money from economic development and sales tax money from economic development. And I want to see that money used to bring other businesses to Frisco, specifically technology. I want to get off of this obsession that we have with sports businesses. Sorry, my voice is breaking up. Still mad.
Thank you very much. All right, and we have, I think, we're gonna move on, so we'll get a lot of candidates going on right now. We're gonna bring up our next candidate to introduce himself, say his name, what he's voting for, and how to contact him.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sai, and this is the fourth time I'm running for the Frisco City Council. Thank you for giving. I'm honored to be here tonight, and thank you very much for giving me an opportunity here today to talk, address everyone. I am results driven, and I have a passionate to serve the community. It is not something going there to get a name tag of saying a councilman. How many of the elected officials have been back to your subdivision and listened to your concerns? Anybody? Anyone? Any elected? So far you voted for everybody, right? I mean for the city council people. Do they come back to your subdivision and taking your opinions or your feedback? No. Exactly. Now my challenge, this is the biggest challenge what we are seeing in Frisco City right now. Community engagement. We are lacking on the community engagement. Everybody wants to come to the community, get your vote, and then they go back and forget it. They enjoy the privileges of being a PTA, golf membership or whatever that, and they relax it. They don't even bother about what is resident needs are. Did anybody ask you what do you need in Frisco? No? Right. Because they don't want to ask you what you need. They want to do what they want. That's the decision is happening right now. So, coming to the point, right now, that's the biggest challenge I see in the community, like in the Frisco, community engagement. Secondly, we don't even have a revenue to sustain ourselves, but we are looking forward to spend $340 million on the art center. Is it worth at this time? Where is the money coming from? They are pulling the money from EDC, CDC, and TIRC, and also they are claiming that we are going to get the donation. Everything is a projection. What if we don't get a donation? They are going to come back on our property taxes. Do we really want that to happen? First, everybody in the house need to generate the revenue. Then only the household will run smoothly. We don't even have a revenue coming into the city first. Bottom line, city is dependent on the residents' property tax. Have you seen the budget, anybody? We have $687 million in debt. And we are paying 35 million in interest annually. Everything is coming from our bucket, which is the tax dollars. Is this the way we want to live? Who is coming? Who is answering questions? Nobody. Nobody is coming to the residents and say, taking your opinion before they make any policy decisions. I feel sometimes, is there a democracy alive? Is somebody listening to us? No. And at this current situation, we have to forget the democracy. This is not the right way of running a business. They call it as a business, Frisco City. Yes, I agree. So what are you doing? Are you running like, borrowing loans every time? We already bought, we agreed and we signed, voted $484 million in 2023 election. And they have only spent 90 million out of it. What happened to the rest of the money? Why do they need 160 million again? Another thing. Prosper ISD stepped up to donate 100 million. Do you know how much occupancy they are claiming for 100 million? 50%. And city is spending 240 million and getting 50%. Is this fair? Where are we? We are not opening. And even if you open up, nobody is ready to listen to us. They want to do what they want. We need to stop this. We need to change. We need to bring a change here. We need a people who can listen to you. Being a nurse, I am accountable for any actions I do on the floor because I am dealing with the people.
Thank you. How would you say for mentioning your name and how to contact?
Yeah. Please, you can log into my website. Very simple. Frisco.com. I don't have a 911 number, but my number is always open. You call me, I'll be in your subdivision 15 minutes. At the most here, anywhere, 15 to 20 minutes. I promise this, and I keep up my promise. And I'm telling you today, even if I get elected, you can test me. Say, call me. Hey, Sai, we have a problem in our subdivision. Can you come here? Yes, I'll be there. If I don't answer your phone call, I will return your call in 15 to 20 minutes. Trust me. As a nurse, I have a commitment. I have to respond. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. Give me one opportunity to show you the change in the system.
Question. You're running for city council, I understand it, right?
Yes.
So what are the main issues on city council right now?
Community engagement is the biggest challenge. You don't have a transparency what is happening there, what is not happening. Did they come and talk to you any policies on anything? No.
No.
Exactly. Where is the transparency then? What happened to the dollars amount? Why do they want again to borrow money?
I'm not asking what your complaint is against them. What are their main issues?
We don't have a revenue in the city. We are dependent on the property taxes. That is not the way of doing business. We need to generate the revenue for the city.
Okay.
We need to bring more universities. Kids can go to college here. They can pick and choose whatever they want. Makes sense to you?
Property taxes management. Yeah, these are really.
And also, when more universities comes here, we will have more options and we can support the small businesses. They are the backbones of the city.
Thank
They
you.
are the one who generate the revenue.
Thank you very much. Tell you what.
Am I near?
This is why. Oh, there we go. So why we have this club here is because this candidates they're going to still hang around, and so after we're done here with the microphone, you have every opportunity to come up and speak to Sai, and I hope you do. But for the sake of time, we do need to move on because we do have other candidates who also want to speak. I also forgot to mention earlier, one of our friends came by and dropped off these free signs. So if you want one of these signs, you can take one. It's for Stuart. And speaking of Stuart, I believe. Oh, St. Gita. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Her signs as well.
Oh, okay. St. Gita's signs are here as well. But I believe we had someone who wanted to speak on one of our candidates' behalf. He's not here tonight because he had a scheduling conflict. But here is someone to talk about this candidate. How about you say the candidate's name? I think it's right here. And tell us a little bit about this candidate.
I'm here on behalf of Stuart Schulman. He's running for FISD Place 3. And I would say he's a much better public speaker than I am, so don't hold this against him. So I volunteered to come on Stuart's behalf because I'm really excited about his campaign. I was keeping an eye out for who would be running for this place. You might know about his opponent, and that might be all you need to know. But I will share with you the reasons why I'm excited to vote for him and not just in opposition. First off, Stuart is an educator. He currently works as a director of product management for an ed tech company. He has been in education for over 2 decades, and he cares a lot about teachers and students. And he has 2 little kids, one who's currently in FISD and one who will be in FISD next year. Stuart is funded locally, not by any national PACs that will be pushing an agenda on what he is voting for on the school board. And additionally, I've been really impressed with how knowledgeable Stuart is about the issues going on, about like funding for the school district, and he has done his homework and he knows the numbers, he knows what is going on, and I've been really impressed that he can answer all of my questions that I have on where he stands on things. So yeah, if you are interested in supporting his campaign, you can donate. We'll be doing block walking every weekend. You can join us for that. Poll reading. If you have any special skills that you'd like to volunteer for the campaign, I know that would be greatly appreciated. So yeah, let me know. I also have some additional signs if we run out and if you guys need any more. So yeah, feel free to ask for some. Thank you.
So just because volume here. Yeah, so Stuart is running a very interesting campaign. I will say this, well, not about him, but rather about his opponent. These are, of course, nonpartisan elections, but sometimes some candidates get very, very partisan. This guy's opponent, a current city council member right now, showed up on Steve Bannon's show and was welcomed out there. So, and that's not me like making up anything. That's actually on her own website. She's proud of that. So when it comes to partisan stuff, that would be one thing to think about when you walk into the voting booth. Now that said, we had another candidate who was here earlier, but she also had a scheduled conflict and had to leave early. Her name is Sangeeta, and I think we have someone who wanted to speak on her behalf as well.
Hi everyone, good evening, and thanks Neil. I'm honored to be here, and I'm not running any office, but I'm here for, I'm endorsing as a part of the coalition group. We have a coalition group, Texas coalition group, and we are endorsing, we are supporting Sangeeta Datta. Sangeeta Datta plays 4. So just to go to your, mind, the tune, Data, so Datta. So that's the last name. And because I'm concerned, and we are all concerned, the way the things are happening here and around the globe, we can see the right-wing's attitude and right-wing's leaders are on the rise. So we need to cut that from the bottom so that they don't go up. So Sangeeta Datta, I know her personally for the last several years, and she has been serving in Frisco for many years. She also did work with Mother Teresa, so she is a truly called, what do you call it, servant leader. So she is truly, in sense, she is a servant leader. And for those quality and things, I wish she was here though, like half an hour ago. But she had to go to a church meeting. So she left earlier and she said, Dilip, you can just go and talk about us. So I said, yeah, of course. I took permission from Dale, and he said, yeah, go ahead. So please keep in mind for her candidacy. She is running City Council Place 4, Sangeeta Datta. Other candidates we know they are towards the right wing. So as the first thing, we need to be very cautious. You know, the world is now really divided. Either you can say good or bad or worse. So if it is a bad or worse, then we have to go to the bad. But in this case, definitely, Sangeeta Datta, she has very humble person, very easy access, and she has a really right attitude to serve the community. So please keep in mind for her, Sangeeta Datta, Place 4. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, as mentioned, there was quite a few candidates who showed up earlier but had to go to another event. So I know quite a few of those other ones have left early. But before I continue on, are there any other more candidates I'm blanking on or forgetting about?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come on up. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even see you come in. Oh, thank you so much for showing up.
Yes, thank you. I guess I'll stand up here because I'm really short. Thank you so much for having me here tonight. It's such an honor to be here. My name is Dr. Tamara Thomas, and I'm running for College Board of Trustees, Place 4. I'm really excited about running. My opponent is Stacy Weaver. I don't know if any of you are familiar with her, but I'm told she's far right. And so I've talked to a lot of the employees and even recently retired employees of College, and what I'm hearing from all of them that I've talked to is that the culture is a far right culture at the campus. And a lot of the staff and some of the students do not feel that they have the First Amendment rights at the campus, freedom of speech and expression. And so I would like to deal with that when I get there. This year makes 40 years for College. I will be the second African American on the board, and it's 12% African Americans in the school. So we need some diversity there, and I think there may be one Democrat on the board, from my knowledge. So we need to have some representation there. Students are terrified with the culture that we're in, that they will not have FAFSAs, they will not have student financial aid, they don't know what's going to happen, they don't know if they're going to have a future. And even though College, thank goodness, has the lowest return of investment as far as pricing, $67 for each hour per course, we still have students that cannot even meet that. And so we need to make sure that our students are able to financially afford to go to college. We need to make sure that we have programs that will get them ready for the future to be able to compete on a global market. Our country, as we know, we don't know where we're going to be in a year, and we don't want to be in a place where we cannot compete globally with jobs. And those that have lost their jobs even now. And so my main thing is to make sure that all students have the opportunity to go to college, that they have the opportunity to be able to afford college, that we recruit educators that are educated, skilled, and knowledgeable and compassionate to their students. Also that we have programs, degrees, certifications, and licensures that will allow us to compete on a global market. And then we have a culture at College that is welcoming to everyone. So I would appreciate your vote. I'm the first name on the ballot, Tamara Thomas, for College Board of Trustees, Place 4. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And again, guys, it's really important that we get out the vote. Again, one more time, I said this before, I'm going to say it again. Your last chance to register to vote is April 3rd. Early voting starts April 22nd. I'm going to move on now, unless there's one last call. Is there any more candidates that wanted to speak that I'm missing? Okay, awesome. Then I'm going to do this right now because I forgot to do this earlier. I'm going to introduce you to our board members. If you're a board member, please raise your hand. Please give a round of applause for these guys. These guys are really possible. And then I'm also going to announce James and come on up here, because I believe there's some of upcoming events that Sharon wanted to talk about and make sure that you're informed of.
Thank you. All right, so there, as Ernest talked about earlier with regards to the event in what city?
Flower Mound?
Flower Mound.
Square.
Hands Off has got events across the DFW area. And here in Frisco, we have one, and these are all on Saturday, April 5th. The various events around the DFW area are at different times of day. But the one here in Frisco is at 1 o'clock p.m. And it is going to be, hang on, I gotta make this to cooperate, oh, it's not. It's over at 423 in Stonebrook. So if you're interested in any of these events, because I'll tell you about a few more in a minute, you can, if you go on mobilize.us, and it will zero down to your area and show you what's near you as far as events that you might want to participate in, whether it's a rally, a march, or a protest, something like that. There's also a Hands Off in McKinney on April 5th, and that one is at 10 a.m. And, it's on here now. And then there's one in Denton at 1 p.m., also on April 5th.
So you already have one.
Already have one? Oh. So anyway, they're all over the place, and mobilize.us is a great place to find out where all the events and activities are that you might be interested in joining them with. So hope to see you there.
I said this before too, and I will say it again because it's my job. Please hit the QR code on your table. We would really, really love it if you became a member or donated. Again, we are a PAC, and your PAC money goes into an account that eventually goes to candidates. We give money to our candidates for every general election. So please scan the QR code and become a member. It also helps our club get out and do voter outreach. For example, we show up to Frisco Freedom Fest, which is the 4th of July celebration here in Frisco, where we show up with our big banner. We make sure that people know Democrats exist here in Texas, and also try to get people to register to vote. So, with that said, in closing, please become a member, and also please treat the wait staff here, tip them well. We've been here at Voice for quite some time now, and they're really, really nice to us. So please tip the wait staff as well. Thank you all very much for coming out. And wait, hold on. Okay. Oh, did you want to speak? Yeah. No? 1 second.
Hi, everybody. My wife and I are members of the Frisco Board, Frisco Democratic Club Board members. We're trying to get information to the community that we see happening. We met with Stewart at our home. And if you don't think that local elections matter, we did attend a Frisco ISD board meeting at which the people that were attending, it was a big meeting about the closing of the first Frisco school station. They were all in shock. They did not know. I'm sorry, Staley. Folks are so upset. This is one of the lowest income schools in the city. And of course, they found that this is the one that they're going to close. This is very emotional when you start closing schools down. So we met Stewart. He is running for one of the positions for Frisco ISD. He is committed to working to try to work to make a difference for our schools. So we brought the signs. Please post any of these up free. Come and get them. If you can vote, and if you can support Stewart, I would strongly urge you to support Stewart. Thank you.
And with that said, we're gonna close up now, but you don't have to leave. By all means, please hang out. This is your opportunity right now to come talk to your candidates. If you have any questions, I know there were some questions earlier for our candidates. Here's your chance to talk with them. And candidates, here's your opportunity to meet Friscoian voters. Thank you all very much for your time. Thank you for coming out, and do hang out. It's good to see you guys.